down. This week's a little more exciting, in my opinion. The trades that I was getting into were pretty good, and it's only one trade, but I'm excited to show y'all my one trade for the last week, and just to remind you, like, just when you're trading, you don't need to take a trade every day to be successful. You need to hit the one or two good ones a week, maybe. Let the market, you know, be in your favor to take the trade. Don't just jump in randomly, but make sure your confluences are hit and your trading strategy is locked in and working, and you're gonna be on the road to profitability because, I mean, that's what I'm doing, and that's what traders that are better than me have said to do, and just to do that, even if it is boring. Sometimes it could be boring just looking for the same thing every day. It's what you need to do if you want to really seriously become profitable. I mean, that's just one thing you need to do, but there's many things you should do, but that's one major thing you got to do when it comes to trading. But yeah, let's just hop straight into the trades for the trade I took. We are into the trade that I took. All right, so I used the opening range breakout. I guess I could probably do some more explaining to that at some point, but I'm just kind of showing you guys what I've been up to for the week. But let's mark out the little opening range here. 9:30 candle, New York session. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. So we are looking for a breakout of the opening range. So boom, right here, this candle right here broke outside, closed outside of the opening range, and right here, it just kind of just guarantees that it closed. So then it comes back in, right? And at this point right here, I could have taken the trade. I could have taken it 100%. The only reason I didn't take it is because I showed up late to my computer. So by the time this was already here, like this candle was going, I was like 9:35, so 5 minutes late, and I missed this move. So by the time this candle was going down, I was like, God dang, I probably missed the move, and boom, I did. This white one is the 15-minute opening range low right here. So looks like we had that as a point of interest at the time. So we just rebound up back into the opening range, and I was like, okay, so I'll just look for any other moves that I can get. Oh, okay. So we come up here, we tap the top of the opening range. There probably was a supply line up here or something at one point. Then we drop back down out of the opening range. Okay, come back in, and I'm like, okay. So I see this candle start, and I'm like, okay. I was like, should I get into this? I don't know if I should or not, but I did. You know why? I looked over here, and I don't know if this is real or whatnot. It's not necessarily real, but this is just something I noticed, right? So this like line right here kind of looked like an area of interest almost, or like something. There's something here that price was respecting. So we go back down, and then we come back up, and we bounce off this range. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I want to take this trade. So I get in on a sell right here. You can see the little arrow right below my cursor, and it kind of just mirrored like this right over here. So I get in, I hold it, right? We're coming down, and this is an orb. Opening range breakout. So, just because it doesn't happen right, just because like price does it right here, doesn't mean that it won't do it for the rest of the day. This is still within the first half an hour of the market being open. So you can look for some of these patterns, and sometimes price will give you more than one opportunity to catch an orb a day. So, and this was definitely one of them. So I took the trade, I take the sell, and then so I'm like right about here, and I was like, should I sell? I don't know. So I decided to keep holding it. I was in the call with my group, my mentor, teacher, and we started seeing reversal here, and I was like, all right. I was probably gonna hold it for too long, but he had mentioned to me that I should probably get out of the trade. I wish I would have got out of here. We still got out right where this line is right here. Which is a good trade. I take that as a win. It's a win. It's a great trade. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Opening range breakout. However, if I would have, I think my stop loss was somewhere around this VWAP line, which I don't know too much about VWAP. It could have been at this line right here. Still, I didn't want to risk anything, but if I would have held on, I would have taken this all the way to the bottom. But you know what? Hindsight's 2020, and if you're getting a good trade like this, like a good simple clean trade like this, well, my trade could have been better. It could have been better. I could have gotten out lower. But if you take a trade like this and it's part of your trading plan and you're successful, that is what matters. That is literally what matters. So I'm very thankful for this trade. Very thankful for this trade. Yes, I could have rode it all the way to the bottom and made a bunch more money. However, hey, this is a paper trading account. But it's okay because I'm happy for taking this trade, and it came back anyway. And you kind of don't want to risk when it's getting, you have all this profit here, and you're losing all of it on the way down. I could have entered another position, but it's not part of my plan. Because when I'm taking trades, I prefer the candles to close inside the opening range, or maybe some sort of to touch some sort of confluence. It didn't hit my line of interest right here, so there's no way I was going to get back into another trade. There's nothing here too important, in my opinion, that it bounced off of. I think it just, sellers were just stepping in, and we go to the downside here. So, yeah, that's my trade for the day, though, or not the day, but the week. It was one trade, but it was not a bad trade. It was a good trade. It followed my trading plan, and that is literally all that matters. So I'd say overall, pretty proud week, despite the fact that I always mess up my my ticks and all that for the actual profits on my paper trading account. But I really just need to kind of sit with my mentor and figure that out, because I don't know, I put in the things that he said, but it's still messing up. But what's the most important is that I took a trade that followed my confluences and went the way that I wanted to, and also that just followed my trading plan. So that's really the most important. The money, well, on a paper account does not matter to me like real money would. So, but hopefully by the time I get to a real account, I'm going to be locked in on the real the real margins I use, because I don't want to be playing around with that. But since it's paper trading, I'm really worried. I'm really focused on just hitting the right entry and exit points. So, but yeah, little update though. I did start reading that book, the David Goggins book, You Can't Hurt Me. I read the first 10 pages. I said I would do it, and I did it. So I know I'm probably going to be reading it more often. I'm not a big reader, but maybe a few days a week, read 10 pages. I think that's going to be like the way that I knock out these books. There's actually a few more books on my radar, a lot of them about finances and stuff that I really am just very interested in learning about finances and creating a good financial future. But yeah, I'm gonna have to write all of them down, and I'll probably do I could do like a video, but I kind of want to share with everybody else if you're interested in the things that I've been learning, because I've been doing a lot of research into the markets, more than just the day trading markets, but the stock markets, the crypto. I'm really going to get into crypto. Well, I am into crypto, but I'm going to start making content about it, because I'm just passionate about it. I think it's cool. I think it's the next wave. I have faith in it. So there's a lot of news that comes out like all the time about crypto, and staying up with the news like I have been doing. I might as well just start covering it in my own videos too. I mean, it really is interesting, and I think if I explain it out to more than just me, then I'm going to remember, and I might find more reasons to keep or sell or whatever. So that's pretty good. But yep, got work tomorrow. Just another day, you know what I'm saying? But eventually this trading will become profitable, and I'm actually super excited. All I do, that one Kanye song, I can't remember the name, but his line is, before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagine. And that replays in my head all the time, because I am sitting at work for my shift and just thinking the markets, crypto. And then I close my eyes, and maybe I'm in an apartment in Dubai, or maybe I'm, moved to Bali or something, and I'm just trading every day out there. I don't know, man. There's so much of the world than just the the 9 to 5 job lock in or whatever you work. But if you really want to do something for yourself and become an entrepreneur, the world is your oyster. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I could probably ramble on for days about this stuff, but this is the whole reason why I'm trying, because I want to like see more. I want to do more. I want to, I think I could be one of those guys that you see, you know, on YouTube, like, oh, I just spent 650K on a week in Monaco or something. Like, that was a video I watched the other day, and I'm like, wow, there is crazy amounts of money out there and crazy amounts of success. And I know that I think I'm smart enough to do that. Well, I almost know that I'm smart enough to do that because there's some clowns out there that do it too. So no offense to them. And maybe I'm not as smart as I think, but that doesn't mean I won't try. It's better to try than to not try at all. But yeah, I'm rambling. I might as well start up a talk show. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Stay tuned for the next one.